Hey everybody, my name is Gavin and I love horror. When it was announced last year that Rob Zombie would be making an adaptation of the Munsters, people were scared. And not in the way that Rob Zombie typically tries to scare people. We were terrified that he would take a beloved horror family and a very family-friendly show and, you know, do what Rob Zombie does to stuff and make everybody swear and sexual deviance. But luckily, a lot of those fears have, at least in my opinion, gone away after seeing the first teaser trailer for the upcoming movie. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. I make videos like this. I try to do one at least once a week. I do reaction videos, all kinds of stuff. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment below. And also want to give a shout out to Fright Rags for putting out this amazing Munsters baseball tee. They're not paying me to say that. They didn't give it to me for free, but you might wonder where I got this shirt. So frightrags.com is where I got my sweet Munsters baseball tee. Now, Rob Zombie, the Munsters. We've all been really worried about it. Like, I did a video when the first cast photos were released that I had some concerns. One concern, really, and that is Sheri Moon Zombie as Lily Munster. We all knew it was gonna happen. Like, I don't know why we're surprised. If there's a female cast member in a Rob Zombie movie, one of them has to be his wife, Sheri Moon Zombie. I'm sure she's lovely. I hear she's nothing but nice from people who have met her, but sometimes her acting can be a bit on the grating side. And Lily Munster is a very iconic and beloved character, and if Sheri Moon Zombie tries to baby Firefly her way through it, we're not gonna have a good time. Luckily, a lot of these worries have gone away since the first teaser trailer was released last week. I think that it really captures the tone, the fun, that made the Munsters such a great show. The Munsters didn't run that long, but it holds a very special place in a lot of horror movie fans' hearts because for a lot of us, it was our first exposure to the world of horror. Rob Zombie, of course, is a massive fan of the series. He mentions it in his MTV Cribs episode.
Munster go home. I got a lot of Munster stuff. That's a big thing that I like.
When his band plays live, they do a Munsters cover sometimes. I've seen Rob Zombie live. His Munsters cover is really, really fun. This is a guy who definitely loves this franchise and definitely wants to do right by it. Now, I know we said this before with Halloween, like he was a big Halloween fan and some people do not enjoy his Halloween remake. I think the remake is fine. I think he did maybe Rob Zombie-fied a little too much with some of the more sexual elements of like, yeah, from the director's cut, which I'm not a huge fan of. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty decent white trash retelling of Halloween. One of the big questions about Rob Zombie's Munsters was, is it going to be an R-rated adaptation of this very family-friendly G-rated show? That was like our big fear, like is Grandpa gonna have a piss fetish or something, or is Marilyn gonna be a stripper? Luckily, that's not the case. I'm very excited to say that this movie is just rated PG, not even PG-13, just PG, which will make it very family-friendly because when you think of the Munsters, you want to be able to sit down and watch with your family. You don't need like a gritty adult adaptation of the Munsters. If that's what you were looking for, then you never watched the Munsters because that show was not about grit at all. It was silly, it was fun, it's about a Frankenstein dad, okay? Like, I don't know what else you want. It's about a Frankenstein dad. That's what the show's about. With what we've seen so far from the teaser trailer and the PG rating, I think Rob Zombie's Munsters is gonna be fine. I don't know if it's gonna be some sort of a masterpiece or whatever. I think it might be coming straight to Netflix if the rumors are to believe. I think it's gonna be fine. I think Rob Zombie loves this franchise. He's not doing a hard R adaptation. He's not gonna sprinkle the F word in, just sprinkle it in. I think we might be in line for a really fun, silly movie that we can watch with our family. And I think maybe having the reins brought back on him a little bit, being like, you have to work in these, under these restrictions. Rob Zombie unrestricted makes movies like 31, which is also not good. I swear I did not set out to make this video to just start talking about all the Rob Zombie movies I don't enjoy, because I do enjoy a lot of his work and I respect him as a musician and an artist and as a person. He just seems like a real chill, cool dude. So not trying to shit on Rob Zombie in this video, but some of his movies are not good. But I think that Munsters may not be one of them. He's making a family-friendly movie, and it'll be interesting to see how he pulls that off. And maybe, just maybe, it'll bring the Munsters back into the conversation and more people will discover the original show and fall in love with it like everybody else did. So I think it could be really, really great for the horror genre and for people who are discovering horror for the first time. So Rob Zombie, I believe in you. I think you're gonna do a good job with the Munsters. I know you cast your wife and we're all still worried about that. Like, please be good, Sherry, please. We're all rooting for you. But other than that, I think it looks silly. I think it looks fun, and I cannot wait to check it out later this year. Hopefully it's here in time for Halloween. So that'd be neat, wouldn't it? But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Rob Zombie's and Munsters is gonna be a fun time, or are you disappointed that it's not the hard R gritty adaptation? Maybe you wanted Marilyn to be a stripper and Eddie Munster to be, I don't know, like a perv. Do you wanna be real pervy? Get some help. That's a child. But let me know in the comments below what you're thinking. Who's your favorite Munsters character? What's your favorite Munsters episode? I watched some back last Halloween. They're on Peacock now, where you can watch the whole series. And just what a great show. Love it. Let me know what your favorite episodes are. Who are some of your favorite cameo Universal monsters? I want to know all that in the comments below. And as always, until next time, stay weird.